You can rearm and arm your infantry a number of ways. One of the ways is by looting corpses on the battlefield. To do so, first you select your unit, in this case this rifleman, then on the bottom left hand corner there's a symbol that looks like a skull, click on this, or you can hold the V key, which is a hotkey for this, so hold V and this will highlight the corpses on the map. In this case there's only one corpse represented by this yellow silhouette. Red ones may appear if there are enemy corpses. Either way, you can loot both of them. So then just hover your cursor over it and it'll turn into a little eye symbol, and just right click on it, or double right click to run at it. And once you get there, two inventory boxes will appear. On the left is your inventory, and on the right is the corpse's inventory. Simply just drag what you want from the corpse, and then you've collected it. Or you can just right click and it'll just transfer to your inventory on the left hand side. You can also arm your infantry by items on the battlefield. To do so, first you select your unit, in this case this rifleman. Then on the left hand side, there is a highlight items button represented by this crate. Or you can press C, which is the hotkey, and now this will highlight all the items that are on the ground. You can see in red, there's a rifle, and there's a helmet, and there's some rifle ammo. And you can see the icon changes to a hand, which is going to grab it. So just right click on it. Your unit will go to it and pick it up. Now if I press I can check to see what it has picked up. I can now see I've got an extra rifle there. So let's try this again. Press C, right click, and there's another rifle appears. Press C again. You can see I've got some extra ammo there. Your units can share inventory amongst each other. To do so, select your unit, in this case this rifleman, then on the bottom right hand corner there's an eye symbol which represents the examine icon. You can left click on this, or press X, which is a hotkey. So press X. Now the units you hover over will have this examine icon. Let's say I want to transfer some inventory with this rifleman over here. I can hover over him with the examine icon, press left click. Now two inventory boxes will appear. I can simply hold left click on the item I want to transfer, drag, then drop, and it will appear other inventory. I can also just right click on the item I want to transfer and it will transfer across. You can also see here the rifle ammo has a shade of blue behind it. This tells you that this is the ammunition you need for the weapon you carry, as both of these inventories carry the M1 Garand. You can also see the MG ammo does not have this highlight because you don't need it for the weapon you have. I'll also transfer a grenade here to my infantry I selected first. So to get out this window, I'll just right click anywhere out of the inventory or hit the cross symbol up here. Now I'm just going to check what we've just done. So let me just press I, this will bring up the inventory. And you can see now I have a lot more rifle ammo, some more grenades as well. You can also transfer weapons from vehicles to your inventory. To do so, press the X symbol, then hover over the Jeep with the examine icon, left click. Now on the right here, you can see the Jeep has the MG, the 30 cal, and MG ammo. I can transfer this across the inventory by right clicking on what I need. Press the X. And now I can just check what I have. On the bottom here, I'll just click on my weapon, change to a 30 cal. Now you can see this rifleman now sports a devastating 30 cal. You can also rearm your infantry by calling in an ammunition truck. Ammunition trucks in general contain more ammunition types and ammunition than what you can pick up in the battlefield. To do so, on the right hand side, third button from the top, there is an icon that looks like a truck. This is the transport and procurement button. When you click on this, on the left it expands. On the bottom left is the truck for small arms, represented by a little sandbag icon and the truck symbol. It costs around 50 MP, and it's named differently per nation, but it's the same. If you click on it, it will appear in the spawn. When you press I, we can check its contents. As you can see here, it contains a lot of small arms, MG ammo, SMG ammo, rifle ammo, and assorted grenades. Say I want to rearm this rifleman. Click on the rifleman, press X, which is the examine icon down on the bottom right, hover over it, left click, and now the inventory will appear. I can now drag and drop, hold left click on what I need. As you can see here, the rifle ammo has got a blue shade behind it. This tells me this is what I need because I have a rifle. I can also right click on that rifle ammo and I'll transfer all the rifleman ammo across. If I transfer too much, I can simply right click to move it back to the truck. I'll just hit the cross here, get out of here. I can also rearm multiple riflemen at a time. To do so, double left click on the rifleman, and you can see I've selected more than one rifleman now. By looking at the bottom right silhouette, you can see there's 5 riflemen selected there. Now if I press X, change the examine icon, now left click on the truck again. Now what I can do is right click on this rifle ammo, and now you can see the yellow symbol across, which means they've all been rearmed with some rifle ammo. It has distributed them evenly. To rearm tank and artillery pieces, the third button from the top, represented by this truck, click on it, it expands, then in the center, on the bottom, you'll see a truck with 2 shells. This is the truck you need, which contains more heavier type of ammunition for artillery and tanks. When you click on this, it'll spawn. When you press I, we can see its contents. You can see it contains various caliber of shell and shell types. For tanks and artillery, you can also see it contains some small arms. You generally don't want to buy this vehicle just for small arms because it costs more than the other small arms ammunition truck. To reload this M580 gun, for example, just select your truck, press X, which will change the examine icon. When you hover over it, left click on the M5, the truck will drive to it, and now you can see on the left, for the truck's inventory, the shell that the M5 needs is highlighted or shaded in blue in the background. So simply just right click on the shell you need, which is the HE 76mm, and now it's transferred to the M5. I'll just hit the cross, click on the M5, and press I to check its contents, and now you can see it's got the shells that are transferred. To reload this M4 Sherman, click on the truck again, press X, hover over the M4 Sherman, left click on it, truck will drive towards it, and now you can see the shells it needed is highlighted in blue, 75mm, transferred across. Also the MG ammo is highlighted, I can transfer that across too. Hit the cross, go to the Sherman, press I to check its contents, and you can see it's got the shells that transferred. Just do it one more time, click on the ammunition truck, hit X. This time I'm going to reload this howitzer, hover over it, left click, truck will drive towards it. Once it gets there, now you can see that the HE15mm is highlighted. There's no AP shells for this particular unit because it's a howitzer, it only has the explosive shells. In the rare case you want to refuel your tanks, you can do so by calling in the heavy ammunition truck. To check the fuel of a tank, if you click on a tank, on the bottom left hand side you can see a number there and a blue bar across. You can see here I'm pretty much almost full, but let's say I want to reload this tank. Firstly, I'll call in my ammunition truck. I have one already available right here. If I left click on him, then just right click on the silhouette at the bottom right here. When I right click on it, the unit will come out. I'll just left click to select him. Yes, sir. Then hold X to examine. Then left click on the truck. Then in the truck's contents is a barrel. I'll just right click on the barrel to transfer across to my soldier. Hit the cross. Now simply just right click on the tank on auto refuel. The soldier will move his barrel over there. Pour the contents in the barrel. Then now click on the Sherman. You can see now on the left hand side the bar is full. It's full of fuel now.